Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro Every Day, and today we've got just one more left in our Gold Stake series. The last deck will be the Erratic Deck. On the surface advertising, we will have a randomized starting deck, random ranks and random suits. And so sort of naively what you would expect is, wow, we get to have a weird, wacky starting deck, and then we get to try to figure out how to build around it. And so, for some folks playing on the lower stakes, that's part of the fun of the Erratic Deck. For folks playing on the higher stakes, that's part of the challenge of the Erratic Deck, is to figure out what you've been dealt and then figure out what direction you want to take it in. However, in practice, on average, most of the time, the Erratic Deck is not actually going to be that wacky. It's not actually going to be that different from the starting deck. And so here at Balatro University, regardless of what your major is, everyone is required to take the probability and statistics course. And so I can say things like law of large numbers, and then you'll Google it after. So with the Erratic Deck, between the 4 different suits, if we are rolling, 52 random cards, you'll get close to an even split of the suits, close to a normal amount of each suit. Maybe you get a little bit less of one and a little bit more of the other. Let's say you get 10 of one suit and 16 of another suit. And so, obviously 16 is very different from 10. However, 10 is not that much less than the 13 that you normally get. And 16 is not that much more than the 13 that you normally get of each suit. It's a little bit different for the ranks because there's 13 ranks. There's more different ranks than there are suits. And so you'll see something like, between 3 and 6 of each card, of each rank in the deck. Which, like I said, is, not that much different from just a starting deck, a normal deck. And so what I've done, for fun, for me, I've done a little bit of re-rolling. Done a little bit of re-rolling until I found a deck that I was kind of happy with. And I know folks will say, oh, he just, did the re-rolling so he can get the overpowered deck to start. Too bad. Like I said, this one is just for fun. This one's just for me. So here with the Erratic Deck, I found, here a few less clubs and then a few more of the other suits to compensate. And so, here 15 diamonds, not that much different from 13 that we would normally have. The real power, the real intrigue comes from, we've got 12 nines, and we've got 7 8s, and we've got 6 7s. 8s that can turn into 9s, 7s that can turn into 8s, can turn into 9s. And so here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out. Normally on the high stakes, you don't get to play full house very often. You don't get to play 4 of a kind very often. And I get it, those things are fun to do, and so it's sad that we don't get to do those things as often. I don't think that those things are entirely unviable. They're just less viable. You can't just force it to happen on the higher stakes. You have to wait until you've been given the right materials to make it happen. And so something that I thought could be fun, could be different, for the last run in our Gold Stake series, is let's find the deck that helps us make those hands, helps us make the 4 of a kind, and possibly even 5 of a kind, right? We have the checker deck, helps us make flushes and flush variants. We have the abandoned deck, helps us make straights, possibly, helps us make full houses, possibly. How about the 5 of a kind deck? What does that look like? Or even with all of the 9s here, we have a bunch of 9s of spades. Maybe we can go for flush 5s. It is still Gold Stake, so maybe I'm not that ambitious. Maybe we don't go for flush 5s. Maybe we'll just settle for regular 5 of a kind. Let's jump in and see what we're dealt. So in the first round here, we're considering the skip tag is $5 for the speed tag. We get $3 from our hands, is less than $5, of course, sure, but we do get access to the shop. If you skip the shop. And being able to see what's offered in the shop, that's a free reroll, right? And so I'd rather take the less money but have the opportunity to see what's in the shop. So we're just going to play it out. And you know, that's most of the time. You know, here we are at the end of the gold stake series. I'm telling you something I've said dozens of times now. It's worth it to be able to see the shops. All right, in the opener I have 2 9s, and so the obvious thing to do is, okay, let's just discard looking for more 9s. Immediately I have 3 9s and 2 7s. It is a full house. This is a winning hand. This is a 300-point hand. The question is, do I want to play it? You know, for what absurd reason might I not? So if I want to go for 5 of a kind, if that's the game plan, then maybe what I want to do is play an early 5 of a kind. If we play an early 5 of a kind, it'll unlock the Planet X planet card, and so we can start seeing them in the shop. We can start taking them early. I don't have to play a 5 of a kind all of the time. I just want to play a 5 of a kind one time. Just play it one time early enough, and then that way we can unlock the planet cards. And so here, even though I have this winning hand, this full house here, I think it's worth it to discard looking for more 9s. And you know, it's relatively low risk. You know, we could draw 1 9 and get 4 of a kind. We could draw a pair and then get a different full house, would be totally fine. Even if we get nothing and we only have the 3 9s, we can still use one hand to help dig. So, you know, with the 9 9s left in the deck out of 40 cards left, and we also have a backup, you know, 5 queens and 6 8s, there's no way that we lose, right? There's no way that we don't get anything. We'll get something eventually. The question is, how many hands, how many dollars is it going to cost me? I'm willing to go one discard here, or my last discard here. Let's throw away the 7s, keeping just the 3 9s. All right, now we have the same question, right? We have 3 9s in hand. We drew 3 queens. Do we play the 3 of a kind queens, knowing that it's not going to score? Or, I mean, it'll score a little bit, but it's not going to be enough to win. Do we throw away the 3 queens, looking to draw the 2 more 9s? And I think now I don't feel confident in it being able to draw 2 9s out of just 4 cards here. So I think we do play the full house, and we'll try again next time. Next round we'll try again for the 5 of a kind. You know, even though, you know, we got the reroll and we got the you know, 12 9s deck, there will be plenty of opportunity for some strategic decision making, I promise you. All right, in the first shop here, we've got the red card, you know, classic red card. We've said, you know, probably not viable on the higher stakes because we're not going to be able to afford the extra booster packs. Also, it's an eternal that we won't be able to sell, and so we don't want the red card. Question is, do we want the drunkard? So the drunkard, you know, the +1 discard, you know, normally there's a voucher that does that you pay $10 for, so this is definitely cheaper than that. I could buy it for $4, I could sell it for $2 later and get a refund later. The question is not whether or not it is useful, the question is it necessary? Because if it's not necessary, then I can just save my money for interest, I could save my money for something else. I think it's not necessary. I think, you know, with the deck, you know, admittedly as overpowered as this start is, you know, with the 12 9s and the 7 8s and stuff like that, we can go get full house very easily, consistently. We can get 4 of a kind relatively easy as well. And so instead of the drunkard, maybe we save our money for the overstock voucher. Overstock voucher, it does cost us $10. Which is most of our money. I mean, we don't have enough money right now, but maybe in the next shop we buy the overstock voucher. It does cost us interest as well, because we're not going to have our interest online. It's going to take us longer to get there. And so this overstock, you know, maybe costs us $20. In the long run, this costs us $20. Is it worth it? Well, you know, the way that I think about the overstock voucher, if it adds an extra card to every shop, then every 2 shops, that is, you know, 2 cards, right? So that's a free reroll every 2 shops. Every, you know, I don't know, let's see here. Maybe after 8 shops, it pays for itself. you know, with the, like I said, the extra cards is kind of like having a free reroll. So I think the overstock voucher is definitely worth it. Definitely very powerful. Worth it to spend all your money on, even in ante 1. So I'm going to go next, hoping to save my money for the overstock voucher. In the next round here, we're going to try to do the same thing. We drew 3 9s. Let's try to find some more 9s. Obviously, you know, we're always looking for more 9s. We got the 4 of a kind 9s already. So I already have a winning hand. I'm just going to discard these 7s looking for one more 9. There we go. We got the 6 9s. We can go ahead and unlock our 5 of a kind. And then now we don't have to play 5 of a kind all of the time. We just have to play the one time and unlock the Planet X. All right. You already know what he's going to do. You know, we spent all this time talking about how powerful the overstock voucher is, how worth it is to take the overstock voucher. But hear me out. The rocket in ante 1, this thing's going to go all the way, right? You know, every ante, it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you didn't already know, the upgrade happens before the cash out. And so on the even on the first boss here, it's going to go up to $3 and it's going to pay out $3. So we definitely take the rocket here, and I think we can take it to the moon. And of course, always bet on banana. Go next. All right, Manacle gives us -1 hand size, so a little bit harder to find what we're looking for. Let's start by, I have the 1 9. Let's look for more 9s. Right away here, I see 3 of a kind 9s. I have a full house if I want to play 3 9s and 2 7s. All right, once again, hear me out. So, you know, there are things in the game like Supernova and Telescope. These things that reward you for playing the same hand repeatedly a lot of times. And so I have here a full house. What if I discard the full house? What if I discard the 7s and go for the 5 of a kind still? Because if I play the 5 of a kind, you know, play the 5 of a kind more times, that could be, you know, give me some telescope power later is a possibility. Or there's also the obelisk. Yeah, the obelisk joker. Obelisk says, you know, it rewards you for playing a lot of one kind of hand and then pivoting into a different kind of hand. And so maybe what we want to do is we want to play 4 of a kind a lot of times, and then in the end game switch from 4 of a kind to 5 of a kind. I think it doesn't matter super much, and I say, you know, I don't really think about this too much, you know, in normal runs, in all of our other runs, because it does matter very little. It does matter very rarely. But, you know, for here, for academic purposes, let's discard looking for more 9s. And if I do, I know with the banana, with the +15, I already have 3 of a kind will win. So there's no risk here. I'm not going to lose a hand. I'm not going to lose $1. Discarding. Naturally, we don't draw any 9s. So here's the 3 of a kind, which we said was going to win. Oh, we should note that 3 of a kind is worth 1,000 points, and then the next round is 1,200 points. So maybe we need 2 3 of a kinds, or maybe we should try to play a full house at least next round. All right, in the shop here, we have X molt in the form of the Duo. Duo gives us ×2 molt. Of the X molt options, it's not one of the more powerful ones necessarily. You know, there are ×3 X molt, there's ×4 X molt. This is probably good enough. ×2 is probably good enough. If we, you know, it's ×2 if we play a pair, which is every hand if it's a full house or if it's a 4 of a kind. And so if we look at the collection here, you know, I said there are better options. There's, you know, ×3 for the trio, ×4 for the family, even ×3 for the flower pot. But I think, you know, we're missing the gold sticker, so we might as well take it for the gold sticker. Even though it's eternal, even though I'm not able to replace it, I think we take it still. Short term, it's definitely a great combo with the banana. Do we want something like this superposition, this eternal superposition? If I take a look at the deck here, we don't even have any aces, and probably straights are not the thing that we want to be doing. So we got to pass on this. And I think, you know, on the high stakes, it is hard enough to make straights and even harder to make straights that have aces. And so I get it. I get it. You're not going to be doing the superposition on the high stakes. Me personally, I love superposition. And so, you know, if I'm just playing for fun, I don't play on the high stakes. I don't play on the high difficulty. If I'm just playing for fun, I just play on the white stakes. And superposition, I love playing superposition. The Arcana packs here, I think we pass on. I think we're just going to keep saving our money for interest. So let's go next. This tag here is garbage, so we'll play it out. And now that we're getting increasing rocket money now, you know, $3 for the rocket, and we will be building up our interest. I think, you know, the threshold for whether or not we play or skip, I think the threshold is going to be higher, right? We're going to need a really powerful skip in order for it to be worth it. And I think that's always true. I feel like I always say that, you know, on the higher stakes, it's got to be really good to justify the skip. All right, here I have 3 of a kind. Without the duo, I know is already 1,000 points. And so with the duo is going to be 2,000 points. So we're good there. But, you know, why not? Why not discard looking for more 9s? There's 4 9s. Why not discard one more time looking for more 9s? And now here's 3 pair. 3 pair in different flavors of 9s. So we'll play the 5 of a kind. All right, 5 of a kind there, 9,000 points with the banana, but unfortunately Michelle's gonna leave us, and so we're gonna have to fend for ourselves without the plus molt. So let's think about this, Without the plus molt, do we want something like ice cream? It's not as good as having the plus molt, but it's not completely useless. So, you know, let's say we play a full house. Full house is normally, let's say, 75 chips. Duo gives us plus 4 molt from the duo. And then, yeah, the difference between the 75 chips and if we add the ice cream is like a little bit more than a ×2. Is maybe okay, but, you know, how much is it worth really? Like, so the full house base is maybe 300. If we add the ice cream, maybe raises it to 700, and then the duo ×2 is 1400 for a full house, maybe. Or the 4 of a kind is 100 chips times 7 is going to be, you know, 700 chips. And again, another 100 chips from the ice cream is a ×2, and then the ×2 from the duo is actually only plus 7 molt. Becomes 1,400 points. So 1,400 points for 4 of a kind, you know, maybe 1,300 points for a full house. Wait, is that true? No, it's 1,400 points for 4 of a kind, maybe 1,200 points for the full house. Did I do that right? No, it's 2,800. Sorry, 4 of a kind is 700 right now. ×2 from the duo is 1,400, ×2 from the ice cream is 2,800. Okay, so all that in mind, if we look at the boss, we should always check the boss. So without the ice cream, 4 of a kind is 1,400 points, is not enough to do either of these, the big blind or the boss. With the ice cream, 4 of a kind does it. 4 of a kind will be 2,800 points, will be plenty of points. So, I think the correct thing to do, which is also the safe thing to do, is we take the ice cream. I think we can hit enough points with 5 of a kind, then we don't need the ice cream, but we're not guaranteed to draw our 5 of a kind, and so the safe thing to do is plan around 4 of a kind. How can we win with 4 of a kind? And I think the answer is we take the ice cream. Now, additional question, do we want the Midas mask? So, you know, with the -1 discard, it's going to be a little bit harder for us to find our face cards. With the -1 hand size, it's going to be a little bit harder for us to hold on to the gold cards. And so I think, you know, as potentially powerful as the Midas Mask is, I think we might be, you know, have better money if we just save for interest. And, you know, on the high stakes, you want to have scoring jokers and not necessarily too many money jokers. So I'm just going to go next here. All right, 1800. 1800 points. We said a full house will work, right? Full house normally 300 points, doubled and then doubled again. A full house will not work. So we need the 9s. Discard. We have 3 9s, looking for one more 9. There we go. Here's the 4 of a kind. That will work. And so they're demonstrating, you know, by buying the ice cream, we were able to win with 4 of a kind instead of 5 of a kind. We actually saved ourselves a hand of digging. And so we got an extra $1. All right, in the shop, just like we planned it, we have the Planet X, so we can go ahead and upgrade our 5 of a kind. Actually, I'm not going to upgrade this yet. Hear me out. So the boss here, the arm, is going to decrease the level of your poker hand. And so what we can do is, right now all of our hands are level 1. So this boss doesn't actually do anything. So if I upgrade the 5 of a kind now, it might get downgraded, right? And so for the arm, I'm going to play it out first and then use the Planet X after. All right, some consideration for this to-do list. 3 of a kind, pretty easy to do, but it's an eternal to-do list. I'm not going to be able to sell it later when it switches to straight flush. And so I think we pass on the to-do list and continue saving our money for interest. Go next. All right, versus the arm here. Again, let's just discard looking for 9s to start. So 2 9s. Let's discard looking for more. So we did not get the 4 of a kind, right? So we've got 3 9s, 2 queens, 2 8s. So I could play a full house. Here's the thing about the full house. So the full house, we said, is going to be, you know, probably close to 1200 points, a little bit more than 1200 points. And so the full house doesn't win. If I play the full house, I need another hand. I need potentially another full house. If I use the 9s to play the full house, it's going to be hard for me to find more 9s. It's going to be hard for me to find a second full house. So I think the correct move, the safe move, is to, instead of playing the full house, let's play the 2 pair, the queens and 8s, just to get rid of them, looking for more 9s. Because I know if I hit the 9s, if I hit the 4 of a kind 9s, that will win. And so, you know, this is what I tell folks, especially newer folks, you know, just learning the game. Decide ahead of the time what actually wins, what is actually going to get you there. And then go all in. Do what you need to do in order to get there. Don't settle for, you know, potentially playing the full house there is going to make it so that we can't get our 9s that actually do win us the game. Now, with the 9s, we calculated that should be enough points, right? So this is 700 already, doubled to 1400, and then the extra chips is kind of like another ×2. So we'll play the 4 of a kind 9s. And then now, since I'm playing the 4 of a kind, I can go ahead and use the Planet X. As long as we hold on to it, it blocks Planet X from spawning in the shop, so we might as well use it now. $5 from the rocket. $15 cash out. Nice. So I am thinking about, you know, the next round I need 3,600, and currently 4 of a kind doesn't work, but 5 of a kind does. And so I'm looking for some additional scoring option. You know, mostly what I want is some plus mult that I can multiply with the duo here, but I don't have that. In the shop, one thing we could consider is Todd. Todd is going to give us plus 150 chips if we play 5 9s. But, you know, if I play 5 9s, if I'm already playing 5 of a kind, Currently 5 of a kind gives me 200 chips, and you know it's only going to get bigger from there, right? Every planet card gives me plus 35 more chips. And so probably this Todd in the end is not going to be that strong. You know, it's going to be less than 50% more than the chips that I already have. Or, you know, if I combo it with the Dusk gives me the retrigger. I can retrigger all of my odd cards and get more chips that way. You know, get up to 300 chips. And then, you know, 300 chips at the cost of these 2 Joker slots. At the cost of, in order to activate the Dusk, you do need to burn your hands. You need to use your hands, and maybe that's not what I want to be doing. And so, if this were on the lower stakes, you can survive with, you buy the Dusk, but you don't use the Dusk. You buy the Dusk, but you still do the one-shot hands without wasting any hands. On the higher stakes, you know, with these being Eternals, I think I don't want these Eternals, right? Because I can't replace them with better stuff later. And also, I don't want to be wasting my hands. I don't want to be wasting my income. Hands are money. So I think I got to pass on both of these. And if I pass on both of these, I have to think about, you know, what else might I be interested in doing with my money? I think I want this voucher. I want the boss reroll voucher. And so let's save our money for the voucher in the next shop. Let's go next. All right, skip for an uncommon is not going to be good enough. I have the rocket money and the interest money, so let's just play it out. All right, I have 2 9s in hand. Obviously, we already know we're discarding, looking for more diamonds. Or sorry, not more diamonds, but more 9s. We've got the 4 of a kind 9s. 4 of a kind 9s we said was not 3,600. It's closer to 3,200 or maybe 2,800, right? 2,800 is how much 4 9s gets me. So let's discard, looking for more 9s. Unfortunately, we didn't get the extra 9. So, you know, let's not panic here. 4 of a kind still doesn't do it. So let's play these other cards just to throw them away. And dig for 1 more 9. There we go. 5 of a kind is going to work. And now we know 5 of a kind about 8,000 points. So as long as we hit our 5 of a kind, then we're good. Go next. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do I want ramen for some more X-Molt? I definitely think we are going to be using our discards. Discards to help us find our 5 of a kinds. Though maybe it's still worth it. You know, even if the ramen shrinks down, even if it goes down to times 1.5, times 1.4, I think it could still be worth it, at least short term. So I think we definitely take the ramen. Also, one of my favorite Jokers, you know, just because the art is really cool. I like the noodles are kind of levitating. It kind of looks like a monster if you know, think of these eggs as like eyes. Now, do I want this golden Joker? This golden Joker that's going to pay for itself? I think the answer is yes. What else do I want to do with my money? I still want this boss reroll voucher, not necessarily this boss. I don't need to reroll, but a future boss I might want to reroll. So I'm going to save my money for the voucher and just go next round. All right, in the next round, we can take a skip here for $32. Okay, I'll admit $32 pretty spicy. But I do want that boss reroll voucher, right? And so the way that we get the boss reroll voucher is we got to play it out. And also, I mean, we already get money from the rocket and interest. And so, you know, maybe it's a difference of we would get maybe $20 extra. No, maybe only $15 extra if we take the skip. So is the shop worth $15 to get, like, you know, different booster packs and stuff like that? And I think the answer is worth it. So let's just play it out. Opening hand has no 9s in it. And so we got a couple options here. We could discard looking for 9s, or we can just play the hands. Playing the hands costs us money, but it preserves the ramen. And so is it worth the money to preserve the ramen? I must consider. So, let's say we discard twice. If you discard twice, then the ramen goes to times 1.5. So that costs us 10% of our scoring. Discard twice could be 2 plays, right? And so the question is 10% of our score worth $2? The answer is yes, right? So let's just play. Actually, I'm going to keep the 7s in case we get a full house. I'm just going to play everything else, looking for my 9s. There's the concern about the ice cream. The more hands that we play, the weaker the ice cream gets. It's going to melt faster. But, as long as we hit our 5 of a kind, we don't actually need that much ice cream. So, now I have the 1 9 in hand. I'm going to go ahead and throw away the 2 pair here, looking for more 9s. All right, we've got, again, just 2 9s in hand. Looking for more 9s. It turns out it's kind of difficult to just draw 9s, even with so many 9s in the deck. Where the heck are all my 9s? The 4 of a kind, we said before, was something like 2,800 points, right? The ice cream is a little bit smaller, so maybe we'll ballpark it at, let's say, 2,500 points. 2,500 points, if we double it with the ramen, is about 5,000 points. So 4 of a kind is definitely enough. I'm doing this calculation because, in the future, if we get in a situation where I have to decide 4 of a kind or 5 of a kind. But we have the 5 of a kind in hand, so we can go ahead and play it out. And this is definitely plenty of points. So there, out of the 260 chips that we ended up with, only 60 of it came from the ice cream. So the ice cream is currently 20%, 25% of our scoring. $18 cash out here is great. Do I want... So currently something that's like slightly awkward for me is I don't have a lot of base mold, right? I just have, if I play 4 of a kind, 7 times 2 is a +7, and then another times 2 is a +14. Like, that's not great mold. So maybe something that I might be interested in is, let's say, some plus molt from Fibonacci. Right? If I play a full house with 2 8s or 3 8s or just 2 8s, that's going to give me a bunch of molt, and then, times 2 with the duo, and then times 2 with the ramen. Maybe I could replace the ice cream with the Fibonacci. Or do I want to continue going all in on 5 of a kind? Maybe 4 of a kind as a backup. I'm going to take the Buffoon pack to get more information. So Jumbo Buffoon here has a lot of options for us. So for example, if the thing that you're concerned about, the thing is, getting the plus molt in order to stabilize, you could take the bus. We have few, not necessarily a small amount of face cards, but we have fewer than average. We have 9 face cards in the deck, and we have a lot of extras, let's say pairs of 8s and pairs of 7s. You can use a pair of 8s to throw away a queen. You can use a pair of 6s, a pair of 7s to throw away face cards. And so probably, this is a solid plus molt option. Ride the bus. Normally I say, hey, don't go super hard on ride the bus. Don't, spend all your money on ride the bus, because every time you play a hand, it costs you $1. And so, let's say you get the bus up to plus 30 or plus 40 molt. Well, that's $30 or $40, right? And so could that $30 have been some amount of planet cards? Could that have been some amount of shop rerolls to get better jokers, to get X molt jokers? With the rocket giving us so There we go, we're back. Oops, the mic got disconnected there for a second. Anyway, what I was saying is with the rocket giving us so much money, then, you know, maybe I can afford to burn some hands on the ride the bus. So I think the safe pick here, I think, you know, the highest win rate pick here is to actually take the bus. Take the bus here. Build up our base molt, and then, you know, with the X molt from the ramen and the duo, then you'll be fine end game. But I think the more fun, more interesting pick, I think you got to go for the brainstorm. You know, the brainstorm can copy the X molt here, can copy some other jokers that we get. Something that's slightly awkward, brainstorm only copies the joker that you have on the left, and so if I want to copy an X molt joker, I have to put the X molt on the left. And normally you want the plus molt to come before the X molt, right? And we've done this in the past, actually. We had this exact combination, brainstorm and then ride the bus. And so, you know, maybe brainstorm is not going to be as powerful as you might think it is going to be, right? Because there's maybe going to be copying plus molt instead of copying our times molt. But with the specific hand, with the flush or the 5 of a kind specifically, we can get a lot of base molt on the 5 of a kind, assuming that we get the planet cards to level it up. And then the X molt will be fine. X molt multiplying all of that base molt. You know, already this is plus 15 here. And so I feel good taking the brainstorm here. I think we get rid of the ice cream. Now, do we want this Fibonacci? I think we don't need this. I think with the brainstorm, we don't need this. I think we're going to stick with our 9s. What's the boss, by the way? Boss is face down, face cards. That's not an issue. I do want the boss reroll voucher. And then, do I want this Jumbo Celestial pack? You know, it's going to cost me $8, you know, potentially cost me a little bit of interest. I think we do it. You know, potentially a good chance that we get the Planet X, the 5 of a kind. Actually, wait, I'm just bad at math. 26 here actually doesn't cost us any interest. Great, and we get the Planet X, exactly what we asked for. Oh, we're good. We're so good. All right, now we're cooking. Go next. All right, the boss here. We have some face down face cards here. I'm just going to play them out because I'm trying to preserve my ramen. Burn another hand to preserve the ramen. The bowl is really hot, so we're burning our hand. 4 9s, looking for one more. Burn one more hand. And then we've got the 5 of a kind 9s. Great. We just play it. 5 of a kind, here we go. 5 of a kind, which is worth 34,000. That's good information. That's gonna carry us for several rounds. $21 cash out because we got the rocket and the golden joker. Oh, is that how it's gonna be? You know, I said, you know, brainstorm or bus, and now the bus is gonna come back around. Do we take the bus? I do think it is a safe thing to do, right? We're already playing our hands to preserve our ramen, and so, you know, for the bus here, you know, we'll level it up or get more plus molt from what we're already planning on doing. I think we don't need this. I think we don't need the bus because we already have 18 molt on our 5 of a kind here, and so, you know, brainstorm copying the X molt here. The bus after the X molt is probably not going to be that big a deal unless we get the bus up to, I don't know, you know, plus 40 or something like that. I think we pass on the bus. Now, do I want these jumbo standard packs? The thing that I would mostly be looking for are 9s, which maybe I already have plenty of. I don't think I want to add more cards to the deck. You know, it's going to be harder to dig. You know, I want to respect the ramen here. And so I am going to take the crystal ball. I think the crystal ball is great. And I'm also going to re-roll No times. I'm good. I'm happy with the jokers that I have. I'm happy with the scoring that I have. I can save my money for future booster packs. I can save my money for, you know, the boss reroll voucher. Also, you know, in the future, if there's an Arcana pack, what I like to do with the Arcana packs is re-roll first in case there's a tarot card that I want. So let's save our money and re-roll in the future. All right, 10K I can hit no problem. This hook got me a little bit concerned. So the way the hook works is, you know, you play hands and then it discards random cards. And so if you use up all your discards and you didn't find the hand that you're looking for, you're not going to find the hand that you're looking for, because if you try to burn hands as discards, it's going to discard random stuff and you're not going to be able to hold on to anything. So I think this is exactly the kind of boss that's hard for us to beat with the 5 of a kind planned. This is exactly the kind of boss that we want to reroll. So good thing we saved our money for the reroll. I'm going to go ahead and do it now. If I do it earlier in the ante, then if it's a bad one, I have more time to plan around it. Spades debuffed is not going to be a problem at all. Let's go next. Alright, the opener has queens and 8s as a full house. I guess we'll just play it out. Again, burning hands because of the ramen is hot. Alright, let's just keep throwing everything out, looking for more 9s. We got 1 9, we got 2 9s so far. Let's play another pair of queens, looking for more 9s. Alright, with the duo and the ramen and the brainstorm, I think 4 of a kind does get us enough points, but we have the 5 of a kind, so we might as well play it out. Also, by the way, if we picked up the bus, we would have to get rid of the golden joker, and I'd rather have the extra money, not just, you know, saving the money by not playing hands, but I actually get more money from having the golden joker instead of the ride the bus. $16 cash out here. We have the Planet X is perfect. We can go ahead and get the upgrade. We have $40, and so I can afford this jumbo celestial. Does not have a second Planet X. Question is, do I want to level up my non-Planet X? I think the answer is going to be no. I think with what I have, 4 of a kind is just going to be too small. If I had some plus molt, I could probably get by with 4 of a kind, but since I don't have any plus molt options, I think 4 of a kind is just not going to be it. I think we got to go all in on 5 of a kind. And if that's the case, if I skip here, I could get a fool to copy my Planet X. Alright, I don't need Jumbo Standard Pack. I don't need this Moon Tarot card. We said we're trying to avoid flush 5s, just play regular 5 of a kind. So let's go next. Saving our money for future rerolls. 15,000, no problem. Okay, so these next 2 rounds, 15,000, 20,000, all we got to do is get our 5 of a kind. So here, the opener, I have 2 9s, throw out the rest. I have 2 7s, sorry, now 3 9s, throw out the rest. I now have 5 9s, and I don't need to play another hand. So here's my 5 of a kind 9s. Let's see how big. Alright, that is something like 40,000. Okay. So 40,000 for a 5 of a kind, that's enough to beat this round. The next round is 25,000. The next one after that is 37,000. So we got the next 3 rounds locked up. Let's go Celestial Pack first, looking for Planet X. These 2 together are $14. $14 takes us down to what is it, $38? Is that correct? $38, so maybe I have money for 1 reroll. So I'm going to reroll 1 more time, looking for potentially a tarot card that I could use in this Arcana pack. Earth I don't need, and Actually, I am going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up the Earth card, but I'm not going to use it. This just blocks Earth from spawning, and then now that I open the Celestial Pack, I have a better chance of getting my Planet X. Or again here, I'm going to skip the Mars, going all in on my 5 of a kind. And then we'll pick up the Arcana Pack. So there it is, just like we planned, just like we drew it up. The Fool has a copy of our Planet X, exercising restraint by passing on the 4 of a kind and then getting rewarded. Then let's save our money for future rerolls. So, you know, like I demonstrated there, when I get the Arcana packs, I like to reroll first in case I get tarot cards that I want to use. And so we'll save our money for future rerolls. Go next. Swashbuckler is especially terrible with what we got going on right here. You know, you want to put X Molt on the right, and so, you know, Swashbuckler wants to be on the right, so that's not what we want to be doing. Let's go next. Spades are debuffed. All we got to do is find our 9s. We start with 1 9 in hand. You know, it's proving somewhat challenging, not super easy to get our 9s, but I think we can still do it. I think so, maybe. So keeping 1 9 and throwing out the rest. One more time. We only have 2 9s. See if we can draw some more. Once again, burning our hands for our ramen. We drew only 2 9s, and so we're going to have to use some discards. Ooh, this is going to hurt me. It hurts me every time it makes that ticking noise, ticking down. Ooh, ooh. Down to 1.5. I have 4 9s in hand. I think 4 9s is not enough because we didn't take the 4 of a kind upgrade, so we're going to have to discard again. Yeah, if we don't get the 5, we lose. Okay, there we go. We got the 5 of a kind 9s. Playing a little bit loose, playing a little bit risky, but I think we'll be rewarded in the end. So 5 of a kind 9s, here we go. That is 50k, so as long as we hit our 5 of a kind, we have 50k, we can beat the next boss, right? And also the anti-6 small blind is another 50k. $23 cash out because we got the rocket and we're holding on to the golden joker. We don't need the eternal fienders here. We don't need sly joker. Let's just go celestial pack looking for more planet cards. Planet X is exactly what we need. Do we... I mean, we definitely don't want the standard pack. The question is, do we consider re-rolling now? I think, again, I'm going to save my money for the boss re-roll. And, you know, possibly save my money for future booster packs. So we'll just go next. Even though we got $45 here, we got plenty of money. I think it's just going to be more efficient to save our money. Base, chips, and molt are halved. And so here's the deal. If we're currently scoring 50k with our 5 of a kind, that's our best hand, then if you half the chips and half the molt, we're going to score 1/4 of that. We're only going to score 12,000. So this is exactly the kind of boss that I think we need to reroll. So let's reroll, and now the plant says all our face cards are debuffed. That's not an issue at all. All right, I feel good about that. Let's go next. The opener has only 1 9, so we'll run out the 8s here looking for more 9s. Ooh, we got 4 9s already, so let's throw out these other 3. Burn 1 more looking for 9s. Alright, we do have the 5 of a kind 9s, perfect. And we did get the upgrade. We did get the extra planet card, so we now up to 70,000. Here's the thing. You know, we said we were in need of possibly some plus molt, and we said oh, we could try to level up the bus, but you know, our leveled up poker hands, you know, the leveled up Planet X would give us more plus molt in the end anyway. Here, this Mad Joker, this plus 20 for 4 of a kind, this would be more than what the bus would be at this point, right? So, you know, definitely replaceable, the bus. And, you know, speaking about the upgraded poker hands, we already have 27 molt from the 5 of a kind. We don't need an extra plus 20 molt from a Mad Joker. Really now, we just want to go all in on getting more X molt. So maybe glass cards, maybe steel cards. And so maybe something that I'm interested in doing, here I've got a Jumbo Arcana, I've got a Mega Arcana. I'm going to go Jumbo first because Mega you get to pick 2, and so I want Jumbo first, gives me more information before I make my double choice there. Alright, Jumbo, I have the option, I could upgrade my 9s into bonus cards with the extra chips, plus 30 chips. I think, you know, we already have a lot of chips from the 5 of a kind. 5 of a kind is already giving us, you know, 350 chips. So maybe the extra 30s from the bonus cards is not something that I need. I could take the Wheel of Fortune here. You know, there's always a chance. It could be anything. I think actually what I want to do is I want to upgrade an 8 into a 9. We've demonstrated that it's kind of a little bit annoying to draw our 9s, and so turning an 8 into a 9 will just make it a little bit easier. I will also, I guess, I'm going to hit this king too. I'm going to turn this king into an ace with the strength card. Alright, Mega Arcana second. Okay, couple options here. So, you know, if we just want to go for consistency, if we just want to go for, you know, get the 9s as easily as possible, we can go Hangman, remove 2 cards, Death, make an extra copy of a 9, and then that's good, right? So that's pretty good. But I think, you know, if you want to be a little bit more greedy, if you want to go for a little bit more high scoring power, you know, we don't necessarily have enough points to beat the final boss yet, and so I am thinking about, you know, how can we improve our scoring? One way to improve our scoring, we can take this 9, turn it into steel with a chariot, and then we can use this death card, turn the queen into a, not just a regular 9, but a steel 9. And then we don't get to use the hangman. That's okay. So now we have an extra 9. Also we have, it happens to be a steel card. We'll go next. Alright, in the next round here, just 37,000. I already know my 5 of a kind is good, and I have a few extra 9s in the deck. So let's just keep going looking for 9s. Alright, 3 9s in hand so far. Alright, here's 5 9s. We have a steel 9, but that's okay. We don't need the steel card, so we can go ahead and play it out. That's 70,000 we said is going to be enough to beat the boss. And now we got a steel joker. Okay. So here I can maybe get rid of the golden joker. Pick up a steel joker for more X molt. Okay, we're off to a good start here. I am looking for more chances to get more steel cards, more of these steel 9. Let's go Jumbo Spectral first. You know, it's spectral, so there could be some weird stuff in here. Weird stuff like, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, Grim, we don't want to get more aces. Ouija, we don't want to turn these 4 9s into non-9s and get the -1 hand size. That's definitely not what we want to do. Do we take the trance? Do we get the blue seal for extra planet cards? Or do we take the Immolate here? Immolate's going to remove 5 random cards. Probably it's going to remove all of our 9s here. And so normally what you do with the immolate, okay, you're going to remove cards from your deck. It's going to be easier for you to find the cards that you're looking for. If the cards that I'm looking for are 9s, do I want to remove the 9s from the deck with the immolate? I think I think I'm going to do it. I have 14 9s in the deck. Even if I lose 4 of the 9s, I still have 10 9s left in the deck. 10 9s out of, you know, what will be only 47 cards left in the deck. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I think we do it. I think we can do it. I think with the money, we can get more tarot cards. We can make more 9s. I think we'll be fine. All right. Immediately punished. Automatically, we lose the 4 9s there. Trust. Trust. All right. We'll be fine. Jumbo Arcana. Jumbo Arcana, we could make another steel card with the Chariot. That'll give us more X-Mult on our Steel Joker. Or, for the sake of more consistent drawing, maybe we use the Hangman. I think, you know, having just recently lost my 9s, I think what I want to do is use the Hangman. Just making it more consistent. I don't need a lot of 9s, but I do need enough 9s. So let's remove the queens because I'm tired of looking at them. There we go. I can take a devil here. It'll pay for itself. I could do some re-rolling. Right, I have the money, might as well. We got the Golden Joker comes back around as a foil golden Joker. I think we don't need that. You know, we got all these X-Mult Jokers already. Do I want to re-roll one more time? I think I'm going to save. I'm going to save my money for, like I said, the boss re-roll voucher and for future booster packs. Even though I'm on $42, even though I have the $23 cash out right now. Now, we can afford one more re-roll. Hierophant. I don't want Eternal Mary Andy. Hierophant to upgrade my 9s. Sure, why not? Go next. Face cards are debuffed. So we've got 2 9s. Let's look for some more 9s. We've drawn 3 9s. Let's discard looking, or let's burn this hand looking for more 9s. 8 5 4. We've got 4 9s looking for one more 9. All right, so we did get the 5 9s. Okay, we got the 5 9s. Question: how do I want to play the gold card? So the way that I described the gold cards in the past, and you know, I'm going to continue to say this with the gold cards, what I suggest is put it on a card that you don't want to discard. And so 9s I want to hold on to. 9s I want to not discard. And so the safest thing to do with the gold card is actually put it on one of these 9s. And so I think I'm going to put it on a 9 of spades. I'm not going to get any money right now, but this gives me a better chance of getting the money in the future. Like if I put it on the 2 here, I get the $3 now, but every time I see this 2 in the future, I'm going to need to discard it looking for 9s. And so I'm going to make the gold 9 now. I also have to decide, do I want to use this Hierophant for the bonus cards? I don't need to, but we might as well. So let's go. Let's make the non-spade. So it's something that I'm thinking about here. You know, I have all of these 9s of spades. I want to try to avoid playing the flush 5 because I've got my my 5 of a kind is already upgraded here. I want to try to avoid the flush 5 because the flush 5 will be worth so much less points. So I'm going to upgrade the non-spades. And then I'm going to run it out. I could discard looking for an extra 9 and then I would be able to get the money. But I don't want to weaken the ramen any more than I already have. It pains me to do so. So I think it's fine if we don't get the $3 here. Alright, that is 124,000. So that's even without any steel cards, as long as I play a 5 of a kind. Actually, that's with the bonus cards. That's with the bonus chips. So maybe our 5 of a kind is closer to, I don't know, 115,000 rather than 120,000. $21 cash out. Fortune teller is not what we're looking for. Juggler is not what we're looking for. We got the seed money. Okay. Let's go Jumbo Spectral first, just to see what we get. Jumbo Spectral, Ouija we don't want. Talisman, I don't want a gold seal on, let's say, an 8. If I put a gold seal on something, then maybe I want a gold seal on my king, right? If I'm, instead of discarding my hands, I'm playing my hands for the ramen value. I think I'd rather have the purple seal. I'm going to put a purple seal on the 8, and maybe, we get some tarot cards. Maybe this 8 turns into a 9. I think I prefer the purple seal over the gold seal. And then we'll go Arcana pack next. See? Trust. We do have the death card here. Death card, we can make another steel card. Another steel card powering up our steel joker. Let's do that. Get rid of this queen. All right, I do recognize that we got the seed money here, and we are trying to get up to the $50. But I think the booster packs are worth it. Take it while you can. We got plenty of money from the rocket. So let's go next. Saving our money for the seed money. All right, I don't need to skip for $15. I have plenty of money from my rocket. House says first hand face down. I think that is survivable. Maybe something that's slightly concerning is if I only have 11 9s in the deck, and if the starting hand has 9s and I throw away the 9s, that could be troubling. But I think we can survive it. All right, let's burn our hands looking for 9s. We've got 3 9s already, looking for more. One more time, looking for 9s. All right, so we got the 5 9s here, and see, almost all spades, almost a flush 5. We do have to think about that for the future, avoiding the flush 5. I will play the 5 of a kind, and it will be worth plenty of points. 135,000 still, okay. All right, Hermit here is huge. I have no problem taking the money there, and then this Arcana pack. We could get Temperance for another $18 refund. We could get the random planet cards with the Priestess. I think I'd rather have the money. I'd rather have the refund. I could also make some bonus cards. Let's just take the money. Then I can afford the seed money voucher. And I have money for 1 shop reroll if I want to do it. Sure. I don't need the standard pack. Too late for the egg. Do I want to reroll one more time? Let's wait until next round, because I feel like I'm going to reroll next round. All right, 75,000. I could take a skip here for 40 bucks. Is 40 bucks worth missing the booster packs in the shop? Right, like I get the extra money, but what am I using the extra money on? I'm using the extra money for shop rerolls. I would rather have booster packs for, possibly celestial packs, possibly the Arcana packs. So if we play it out, we get 30 bucks if we play it out. So it's not that much different. So let's play the big blind here. Skipping, I'm not taking the $40 skip tag. Come at me in the comments. We've drawn 3 9s, looking for more 9s. We've got 4 9s, looking for one more. We've got, here is the flush 5 that we've been trying to avoid. Luckily we have a 9 of hearts, so we can do it. And we get to see with the steel card, 50% more than 130,000. We get 180,000, 185,000. All right, $26 cash out. We do have the Planet X in the shop. Perfect. We don't need these jumbo standard packs. So if I am re-rolling, what am I re-rolling for? I'm re-rolling for more planets. I'm re-rolling for more, what is it? More tarot cards. Venus I will take. So if I hold on to the planet card, then it won't have any duplicates. So no more Venus. Reroll again. Golden ticket I don't have room for, so reroll again. Hiker and Faceless Joker again I don't have room for. Do I want to reroll one more time? I think the answer is no. I think we'll, continue saving our money, continue spreading out our re-rolling. So let's just go next. All right, the boss here, first hand is drawn face down. So let's try to sleuth this out. All right. Something that I'm thinking about is if I do let's say I do a suit sort, right? If I sort by suits, then I know on the left here I've got spades, right? And in spades, I have a 10 of spades, but the rest are nines. So let's say these first two are spades. That's if I'm sorting by suit. And then now let's try a rank sort. So now for my spades, I can see this is not a high card. Or sorry, this is a low card, right? This thing that could have been spades, or I guess could also be hearts. So maybe it's a low spade is what this is. This here I think is a 9. This is a 9 for sure. So if I sort by suit, that's spades. If I sort by rank, it's in here, and maybe these are face cards. So I think this is a 9. And in that case, let's run it out this way. So these are bigger than 9s, and these are lower than 9s. So let's play it. Nice. He's got the X-ray vision. Oh, this is a little bit awkward. So I already know this is a 9 of spades here. I'm going to throw the queen and these low ones here. I only have the 1-9. That's a little bit awkward. I do have the purple seal 8 that I want to try to discard and then pick up a tarot card. Question, is the tarot card worth, weakening the ramen? The ramen will go down by 5% or something like that. Is one tarot card worth 5% of my score? Probably not. Probably not. If I had... I'm just going to skip on the tarot card. Yeah, I'm just going to play the 5 here. There we go. So we got the 4 9s. I still need more 9s, so I do have to discard anyway. It's a little bit sad. But there we go. We got this is my 9s, and I only had to discard 3 cards. Yeah, maybe some consideration with the purple seal. Since I only have the 2 9s in hand, I'm probably going to need to discard anyway, right? Like I have a good chance I'm going to need to discard anyway. And so if I'm going to discard anyway, might as well discard the purple seal. Oh well. One tarot card is not going to make or break us. We do get the $28 cash out. We are going to the moon with the rocket. This is huge. This is huge. We got the retcon voucher. We got the unlimited boss rerolls as long as we have money, and we got plenty of money. And so now we're invincible, right? Let's pick up here a Jupiter card to block the planets, the duplicate planets, and then now the Celestial Pack has a better chance of giving us what we want. I'm going to do one more reroll looking for another planet card. Green Joker, Faceless Joker, we don't have room for, not really what we're trying to do. Maybe one more reroll looking for a planet card. I'm gonna save the money because I might want to reroll the boss, and I've got the seed money, so I want to try to save up to $50 here. I'm gonna go ahead and open the Celestial Pack. 3 planets that are not these. There we go, giving us the Planet X just like we drew it up. And I don't need the standard packs, so let's go next. I don't need to skip for 2 jokers. So here's something that's kind of interesting. The Serpent, you know, play or discard, you only get to redraw 3. And so with 2 discards and 3 hands, I get to see 15 cards. So your starting hand of 7 plus another 15 is 22. I get to see half of my deck, 22 out of 45. I only have 11 9s, and so, you know, that's a quarter of my deck, right? So on average I will get the 9s, but maybe it's not a good chances. You know, could go either way, 50-50. So I think the Serpent, I think I need to re-roll. The Pillar, previously played cards are debuffed. That's fine, actually. That's fine as long as, you know, I play. In order to hit the 180,000, I think we need the steel cards. And so I want to make sure that the steel cards don't get debuffed for the Pillar. Something to keep in mind. All right, go next. 90k we can do very easily. The discard for the purple seal for the tarot card, we said that's not something that we're interested in doing. So I'm just going to play the hand. This purple seal could have been a gold seal. It could have been money. We've got 2 9s. We're going to play looking for more 9s. We've got 4 9s. One more time looking for 9s. That king would have been the gold seal if I did the gold seal. Alright, so we have the 9s already. But this steel one, if we play it, is going to be debuffed by the boss. I mean, that's 190,000, right? So even with the steel cards debuffed, maybe we can still hit the 180,000 for the boss. Something to consider. Supernova, we've played enough 5 of a kinds now. Supernova's 5 of a kind is actually our most played hand. If we have a telescope, you know, I was saying before about, hey, there's a chance. There's always a chance you could have 5 of a kind as your most played hand, and we did. We got there. Supernova is plus 15 molt, or, you know, because we had the foresight, we got the immolate to remove cards from the deck. Erosion is actually 28 molt. Neither of these we need, right? Because we got all these X molt, and our base molt is 33 on the 5 of a kind. I think what I need is Arcana pack. Let's reroll 1 time. All right, hear me out. I feel like I say this every time. Hear me out. We have extra 9s of steel 9s of spades because we did the death cards. And so I want to avoid the situation where I end up with accidental flush 5. So if I take the moon here, I can turn these 9s of spades into 9s of clubs, and then we'll be safer. So I am going to, let's get rid of this Jupiter card, pick up the moon. And I'm just going to save the moon. I'm going to save the moon for an emergency. For now, we will open up the Arcana pack. Jumbo Arcana pack. Alright, if I wanted to, I could just get a refund. I could just get the $20 from the Hermit. I need to consider, you know, maybe some enhanced cards, maybe a lucky card. I think I'll just take the refund with the Hermit. And then consider, do we want to re-roll the shop? I think yes. I have a Fool here, a Fool that can give me instantly another 20 bucks. I would rather get a Death card. I would rather get a Planet X card. So I am going to take the Fool, but I'm not going to use it right away. So let's get rid of the Venus to make room for the Fool. We've got a nice amount of money left, so I think we'll save our money for the next shop, save our money for the seed money interest. Go next. We've got 135,000 here, big blind. Okay. All right, let's play these. We've got 2 9s looking for more. We've got 3 9s looking for more. All right. So I have the 5 of a kind already. So I think what I want to do, I was talking about the situation, possibly using the moon to avoid an accidental flush 5. Maybe is now the time where we use the moon. Or do we keep holding on to the moon? I think, with the crystal ball, we have the extra, we have the extra consumable slot, so I think we can keep holding on to it. I believe this is going to debuff all of our 9s. Something to consider. So we do have the 190,000. Okay. Do I want this jumbo buffoon? Sure, just to see. Alright, I see that this is not what I want. Do I want this jumbo arcana? I think the answer is yes. I think we reroll first, looking for more tarot cards. Reroll one more time, looking for more tarot cards. Okay. Let's go Jumbo Arcana. Jumbo Arcana is offering me, I could get the refund with the Hermit, just get another $20 here. I could spin the wheel. Emperor for random tarot cards, maybe. I think I take the Hermit. I think I take the 20 bucks. Now, we do have the 190,000. I'm thinking about, without any steel cards, we have 190,000. Maybe we don't have 180,000 with all the cards being debuffed, without, the bonus cards. And so I'm considering whether or not I want to re-roll the boss. And I do have the retcon voucher, so I can keep re-rolling extra times if I want. And if I am going to re-roll the boss, do I want to not re-roll the shop anymore? Let's go one more shop re-roll. Okay, that's not what I want. Let's go next. I am going to re-roll the boss. If it's a bad one, we could reroll more times. All clubs debuffed, that's a non-issue. That's completely fine. Alright, let's play it out. So let's just burn the hands looking for 9s. We got 1 so far. We've got 2 9s looking for more. We've got 3 9s looking for more. Awkward, awkward. We have the 8s and not the 9s, and so let's sell the earth. Let's make room for a tarot card. Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. So we did get the 5 of a kind and 2 of them bonus cards. I am going to use the Hierophant. I am saving this Fool for Planet X. I'm saving this Fool for a death card, so I'm not concerned that it's no longer giving me the Hermit. I'm just going to use the Hierophant. I don't need it now, but I'm just going to use it just because. Then we have the cards upgraded for later. Alright, and that's 200,000 points, 220,000 points. $15 rocket, $30 cash out. Do I want the Seltzer? Seltzer with the retrigger on the bonus cards? Probably not going to be the thing. If we wanted to go for a crazy high score, we could try to go for glass cards, but we don't have any glass cards right now. Also, I already have the gold sticker. I have the gold sticker on the Seltzer. I also have the gold sticker on the Steel Joker and the Brainstorm, obviously. I think it's just maybe we try to hold on to the rocket. Gold sticker on the rocket. Let's go Jumbo Arcana. No death card yet. We do have Temperance for the refund. $18, fine. I don't want the standard pack. I am going to reroll. Lovers I don't need. Madness is another source of X-Molt. Madness cannot destroy Steel Joker, cannot destroy the duo, but if you have any cards that can be destroyed, it will destroy those for sure. Let's reroll. And maybe one more time. All right, go next. The boss is the Violet Vessel. So currently, our 5 of a kind hits 200,000 with no steel cards. And so with the steel cards, we can hit more points. We can skip here for a random negative. Random negative is, you know, what is it? If I get a random negative, that's another gold sticker. Let's take the negative tag. We can hit 270,000. All we need is a steel card. All we need is a steel 9. So let's take the skip here. Go big blind. All right. We're starting with 3 9s. Let's look for, I need 3 more 9s. I need actually, here's plenty of 9s. The steel 9 is what I need. I would like to get the extra money from the gold card. Is it worth it to play extra hands looking for a 9? Would enable me to get the extra money from the gold card? I think not. There's only 5 9s left in the deck. So let's play this with the, it's the 5 of a kind with the steel card. That's 300,000. That's still not enough to beat the Violet Vessel, the purple one. Death helps. Death is what we want. Okay. Let's go Celestial Pack. Not what we're looking for. Let's go Spectral Pack, could be interesting. I could get, you know, more purple seals that I haven't really been using up until this point. I think we just take the suit change here. Yeah, might as well purple seal. Let's go purple seal 7. Probably not going to get any value out of it, just like I didn't get any value out of the other one, but you might as well. Question. Do we take the hieroglyph? I think currently I don't have the technology to beat the boss. Sorry, I have the negative tag, let's reroll. Negative castle. I don't have a gold sticker on the castle, is that correct? Where's the castle? Oh, I do have a gold sticker on the castle. Very good looking Joker, very nice Joker, one of my favorites, and as a negative, you know, even better. I think I'm going to take the hieroglyph. I think maybe I don't feel confident I have enough score to beat the vessel. I mean, I could reroll it. I could reroll into an easier boss. You know, maybe we could use all the reroll money. We can get the green one, and then we can just sell a Joker. We can sell the rocket. We can sell the castle. Actually, we'll sell the castle. But hey, you know what? Let's just play a little bit longer for fun. So let's take the hieroglyph here. If we go down to anti-7, that actually turns it into... Oh no. So here's something that's kind of funny. Before you load in, if you buy the voucher before the small blind, going down to anti-7 will spawn in an anti-7 boss. It won't be an endgame boss. But because we waited to buy the hieroglyph, because we waited to get the -1 anti, we still got the purple one. We got the stinky one. Can I hit 540,000? With death giving me 2 additional steel cards. With 1 steel card, I can currently hit 300,000, and so with death card giving me 2 additional steel cards, I can definitely hit 500,000. I think we have the power. I think we can do it. Let's go next. Let's go next. All I have to do is find one steel card. All right, let's ship it. We've got 1 9 looking for any steel cards. We've got 2 9s looking for more 9s. We did get the more 9s that I asked for, sure. Let's do some calculations here. Oh, by the way, castle, I want my brainstorm to copy something else. Actually, Steel Joker is going to get the upgrade from the death card. So I want to, let's say I make the 2 more steel 9s and I play all of these. That's not going to be enough points, right? If I just have the 1 steel card. So I think, you know, here 10, 7, 3, I think we have to discard. Looking for another 9. 3, 10, jack, looking for another 9. All right, so we got the steel card. So here's that pesky, I said, you know, this flush 5 situation. We can deal with it by, here's 9, 9, 9. I'm gonna turn these into clubs. And then, here goes my death card. Fool for another death card. Another steel card. So now we got the upgraded Steel Joker, copying it with the Brainstorm. This is my 5 of a kind with 2 steel cards. This is the best that I could do. This is the best that I could do. We should have rerolled the boss. We should have rerolled the boss for the green one. Actually, we should have just rerolled the boss. We should have taken the hieroglyph earlier. That is 600,000. Okay. Okay. Go next. All right. Bootstraps is not going to be the thing because remember the steel cards are going to happen first. Do I want the planet merchant? Extra planet cards in the shop? You know, I'm kind of done on jokers. Maybe I want more planet cards. I do want the Arcana packs. I would love to get some glass cards or death card giving me more 9s. Actually, I'm going to take the Hanged Man. So it'll just be easier for me to find my steel cards rather than a death card. Then in the Jumbo Arcana, all right, I could go strength, turning an 8 into a 9. I can also go steel card. I think we'll go steel card. So let's make this 8 here into a steel card. Great. Powering up our Steel Joker. Let's save our money for boss reroll. All right, Amber Acorn. Jokers face down. The only one that matters is Steel Joker needs to be on the left, right? So I think Amber Acorn is fine. Let's just play it out. Let's take it nice and slow. Let's take it nice and easy. Let's not just beat the boss, but go for the biggest score that we can. I want to try to find some glass cards. All right, here I've got my purple seal that maybe I don't want to discard for the sake of the ramen. I have a feeling I'm going to need to discard anyway, so I'm just going to do it now. As much as it pains me. It do pain me. Ooh, ah. High Priestess? Sure. Okay, that's not what I want. I've got 3 9s looking for more. We have the 9s. I think we can already hit the 200,000, you know, even without any steel cards. So let's go ahead and ship it. Plus 8 chips from our castle. Yeah, okay, so we know in the next round, you know, we can hit the 270,000, no problem. Let's take the Celestial Pack looking for Planet X. If not, that's okay. Let's re-roll looking for more tarot cards. Now 21 on the Fortune Teller, foil 8 ball, re-roll one more time. World I don't need, we'll go Arcana Pack. Star and Moon, I don't need. Judgment, I don't have room for. Yeah, maybe let's take a look at here. I only have one 9 of diamonds. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take these 2 9s and turn them into diamonds. And I guess the 8 here too. Doesn't matter super much. There we go. Reroll one more time. Face cards, retrigger, I don't need. I will take the Mars card here. And then go next. All right, let's find our 9s. Any 9s. How many 9s are we up to? We are up to 13 9s out of 43 cards. Throw away 3 7s, looking for more 9s. I mean, we didn't get the 9s yet. We are going to need to use some discards here. Ooh, this is a little bit stressful. My ramen is ticking down. It's very sad. I am 4 9s. I need one more 9. I have 9 out of 21. I have a pretty good chance of getting the 9. There we go. We got the 9. We can play these with the steel card if we want. That was too close. I would like to get a death card. I would like to get something. So I think we do have to hold on to the rocket, right? Just making sure. As much as I want to get the win, I also want to get the gold sticker. So let's make sure we get the gold sticker on the rocket. Let's go Celestial Pack since I have the 3 planets here. Planet X one more time. Perfect. Arcana Pack, looking for Hangman or Death. Hangman or Fool, giving me more Planet X. No, I think I just got to get rid of the cards, so we'll go Hangman. Great. A third of my deck are 9s. Alright. Do I want the Planet Merchant? Sure. What I really want are more tarot cards, so let's keep re-rolling here. Planet X, no problem. Keep re-rolling. Emperor. Yeah, let's take an Emperor. Keep re-rolling. Ancient Joker on diamonds. If I play 2 9s of diamonds, is this going to be better than my ramen? Hold on. Let's consult the Oracle. Let's go, I already have the ramen, don't I? I did the ramen. I got the gold sticker on the ramen. I think actually, I don't have the Ancient Joker. I don't have the gold sticker. Nice. So I think ramen out. Ancient Joker in. Cool. And a Judgment here or a Square Joker. I think we're good. Okay. What can we hit with this Emperor? We can hit another steel card with the Chariot. Cool. Alright, go next. So, you know, someone commented this. The Eternal ones are the ones that you can't sell, right? So here I know I got 3 Eternals. One of these is my Eternal Steel Joker. Steel Joker needs to be on the left. I got 2 9s, looking for more 9s. This was the only trigger, so that's the Steel Joker, right? We already have what we need, right? I would like to find another 9 of diamonds. So maybe if I throw this out, I could find another 9 of diamonds. Just to confirm, that's my Steel Joker. Let's discard, looking for a 9 diamonds. 9 of diamonds one more time. Okay, that's fine. We'll make the steel card here. We're just gonna go for the big score. There we go. 5 of a kind. Ship it. A million points, I guess. It's fine. It's gold stake. You know, it's not gonna be too crazy. But that's gonna be it. That's gonna do it for our, you know, gold stake series. Tell me in the comments, you know, what you folks want to see next. Tell me, you know, do we want to see all of the gold stickers? You know, do we just want to keep going with the gold stakes runs? Do we want to see some other stuff? Do we want to see some like lower stakes stuff? You know, maybe it could be something educational at the lower stakes. You know, not everyone is playing at this high a level, and so, you know, I want to be accessible to everybody, you know, here at Balatro University. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you, you know, one of the things that we learn in the probability and statistics class is you learn, you know, the way that you word a poll will affect the results. And so, you know, maybe I'll ask you, hey, do you want to see me, you know, play a bunch of gold stakes runs and, you know, maybe lose a bunch and maybe try to struggle through getting all the gold stickers, however many runs it'll take? Or do you want to see me have some fun, actually? Take care, everyone.